a great fighter.
You think he's a great fighter? What do you think about them comparing him to you? I mean, you're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Are so crazy, especially at this age, okay? It is so cool. What is he, 20, 21? And you know, he's starting to get compared to Mike Tyson as far as his trajectory.
If you listen, this is the thing. It has nothing to do with you losing. It depends on how you lose. You lose spectacularly, hey, they're gonna always use you. Depends on how you lose. You can lose and win at the same time.
Yeah, your stock can go up.
Yeah.
And some people be like, "Oh, you undefeated? You don't know? You don't understand?" It's like, no, I do understand.
Yes, you do understand.
I came out on top, but I took the risk, and I had some close ones. But I also remember my last loss and how that made me feel, which made me not want to, lose again. And I just think that, given the climate of the game now with the social, like, you get crucified in boxing if you lose a fight.
Because the people that watch boxing now don't understand boxing. They look at it from a physical perspective.
I agree with that.
They don't understand it at all.
Yeah.
Ariel Helwani hypes Moses as a future conqueror, even against Usyk and Parker. But what makes this moment electric is Mike Tyson backing the praise, calling Itauma truly special. When legends and analysts agree, it signals something huge. Moses isn't just coming, he's already a looming problem for champions.
Cuss is grooming you and prepping you. And I saw a quote from him that, man, that thing almost brought me to tears. He said, at his age, he said, how do you stay alive? What's your motivation? He said, I'm alive because Mike gives me hope to stay alive. I have a reason with Mike here.
Johnny Nelson calling both Usyk and Moses great shows how big this clash could be. Usyk with his decorated career and Moses with his unbeaten rise make the perfect contrast. One is proven at the top, the other is climbing fast. Fans would witness experience against unstoppable youth.
You get crucified in boxing if you lose a fight.
Because the people that watch boxing now don't understand boxing. They look at it from a physical perspective.
I agree with that.
They don't understand it at all.
Yeah. Man, Cuss is grooming you and prepping you. And I saw a quote from him that, man, that thing almost brought me to tears. He said, at his age, he said, how do you stay alive? What's your motivation? He said, I'm alive because Mike gives me hope to stay alive. I have a reason with Mike here.
Usyk's trainer confirming he loved the fight but needs a month's rest shows the veteran's body demands recovery, unlike young Moses who's fresh and hungry. This gap could shift momentum, giving Itauma the edge of youth and activity while Usyk regroups. Timing could shape this whole rivalry.
UK. Now in UK. UK is best for boxing. In light heavyweight, and here you see more opponent, more good opponent with fight light heavyweight.
Warning, Itauma not to rush into Usyk reflects respect and fear combined. The trainer admits Usyk could ruin the teenager's career if taken too soon. Yet the fact this advice is even needed shows how threatening Moses looks. Legends sense danger when a prodigy rises this fast.
Yeah, definitely.
His Excellency, even though he's only 20, he wants that fight now with Usyk and Itauma.
I don't know, this is not good.
Simon Jordan throwing the question about Itauma versus Usyk sparks a heated split. The panel's belief that Moses can beat anyone highlights how quickly he's earning respect despite his age and limited fights. That confidence in Itauma isn't blind. It comes from the way he dismantles seasoned pros with composure and power. But Simon adds the counterpoint, reminding everyone of Usyk's experience, movement, and ability to frustrate bigger men. This clash of perspectives captures the essence of the debate: youth, momentum, and hunger against wisdom, skill, and championship pedigree. If Itauma continues his rapid climb, he'll meet Usyk at the very peak, and when that day comes, one side will be proven spectacularly right, and the other humbled. That's what makes this matchup so electrifying. Boxing's future daring to challenge its present.
Beat now by this young, exciting 20-year-old man who would probably ruin the lot of them. Do you see what I mean?
I mean, still think
but wouldn't
beat him personally.
Oh no, Usyk beats him all day long.
At this stage now,
at this stage,
18 months time.
Yeah, that's
the time you never know. The next fight, no.
Joseph Parker's response here is telling. He dismisses the idea of Moses as an immediate target and instead admits what every contender truly wants: Oleksandr Usyk. That honesty shows how highly Usyk is regarded, even by proven champions. But at the same time, it underlines that Itauma's rapid rise. His name is now being mentioned in the same breath as Usyk's, even by Parker himself. Moses has only just begun his professional career, yet established heavyweights already recognize the storm he's creating. Parker acknowledges Usyk deserves his rest, but once negotiations open, the heavyweight landscape could shift fast. If Itauma keeps building his momentum during that window, he may force his way into these conversations not as an afterthought, but as a legitimate challenger. Parker's words reflect both respect for Usyk and the looming presence of Moses.
It's silly of me to say, do you want Moses next? Because really, you want Oleksandr Usyk, don't you?
Yeah, I want Usyk next. I know Usyk's deserves his time to relax and chill with his family. When he's ready, I'd love to open up negotiations and see if we can make that fight happen.
Frank Warren admitting that Usyk could be next for Moses, even if not confirmed, says a lot about where Itauma stands. At just the start of his career, his name is already tied to the undisputed champion. This is not normal for a 19-year-old heavyweight. Warren has guided champions before, and he knows when a fighter is ready to be spoken about on the highest level. The fact he even mentions Usyk as a possible next step shows how fast Moses is climbing. Meanwhile, Usyk's reign has been built on skill, experience, and outsmarting giants, but sooner or later, every champion meets the new era. Moses isn't just another name being thrown around. He's the most hyped heavyweight prospect in years. If Warren truly believes the fight could happen, then the future might arrive faster than anyone expects.
In our previous interview this week that you've got a reputation for matchmaking. What do you do next for Moses Itauma? Philip Hrgović looks like someone who could give him rounds. He just beat David Adelaide. Is that the route you go?
There's some good fights to be made. That's a consideration. We'll look at it.
Usyk next.
We're going to sit down. We're not making any decisions tonight. And we'll consider all the various options.
Moses Itauma might be young and confident, but even his own words reveal the gap between ambition and reality. He admits Usyk would outdo him in the later rounds, and that's exactly where Usyk thrives. Deep waters where experience, stamina, and ring IQ crush raw talent. Moses may believe his skill set is sharper, but boxing isn't just about skill, it's about proving yourself in those championship rounds. Usyk has done it time and again against giants, while Moses is still chasing experience. The difference is clear. Usyk is already greatness. Moses is still only dreaming of it.
We're just looking at fights to kind of get me into that later round, because I feel like with Usyk, I feel like I've got a better skill set than him, but I feel like towards the later rounds, he'll just outdo me, because I've never been in that sort of fight.
Peter Fury's words cut straight to the truth. Moses Itauma has everything you want in a future heavyweight champion: speed, power, toughness, and that fearless mentality. But the warning is clear: we haven't truly seen him tested yet. Right now, Moses is blowing past opponents so easily that it's hard to gauge how he'll react when things get tough. That's why fights with men like Usyk or Joseph Parker aren't just exciting, they're necessary to see if this young powerhouse can really handle the elite. Peter Fury's perspective adds weight because he knows talent when he sees it, yet he's cautious enough to remind everyone that potential doesn't guarantee greatness. The big question hanging over Moses is simple: will he rise to the challenge when faced with true adversity? That's what fans can't wait to find out.
I think he's a fabulous young talent. He's got speed, he's got power, he's tough, he's game. He ticks all the boxes so far. So let's see. Again, he's young. You know, he's not really been tested because what he's doing to these opponents. So let's see, it's early days, but big future for him.
Tyson Fury just laid down one of the heaviest compliments in boxing, labeling someone among the best heavyweights of all time, and then spotlighting that signature movement as the reason when even Anthony Joshua admits he's never gotten rest against Moses' constant motion. It pits volumes about how uniquely challenging Moses is. Fury's praise is unusually profound, considering he's one of boxing's most accomplished men and not slow to hand out accolades. The exhaustion AJ felt wasn't from power, they couldn't catch breath against Moses' feet, angles, and energy. That kind of dynamic exhaustion is rare, and only comes from athletes who rewrite the rhythm of a fight. If Moses truly combines that level of movement with the aggression we've seen, we might be witnessing a heavyweight evolution. Fury's confidence in Moses as an all-time great even this early sets a tone. This kid isn't just fighting.
I think he's
now.
one of the best
He may
of all
be
time.
changing
I really
the future
do. I think he's one of the best heavyweights of all time. And his movement is so different. One of the things that was interesting, where they were talking about the fight, and AJ was Tony Bellows was talking about when he fought him, and AJ was saying that when he fought him, it was the most exhausted he's ever been. because he's always moving. There's no rest with him. There's
no
like
time.
constant.
Adam Smith nails one of Moses' most dangerous assets. He's a walking puzzle. His feet, range, and speed create a dilemma no opponent wants. If you go into attack, he counters with precision. If you pause, he backs you up until you're trapped. That dual threat, either strike or be struck, forces opponents into reactive mode, never attacking on their terms. It's a chess match in real time, and Moses is playing 3 moves ahead. Few heavyweights can control the center of the ring with such fluidity. He dictates the fight's rhythm, turning offense into defense on a dime. This makes standard game plans useless. You've got to adapt on the fly or get overwhelmed. That's what Adam means by a real puzzle. Moses doesn't just fight, he forces you into a maze you don't know how to escape. That kind of unpredictability is rare and terrifying.
With Moses is that his feet and his distance and his range is so good, and he's so quick that if you commit to the punches, you're going to get countered. And if you don't, you're going to get backed up and taken out. So it's a real puzzle. There's not many heavyweights that are southpaws. Obviously, Oleksandr Usyk is, but he's moved up into that domain. And that's why AJ, I think...
Tony Bellows' words strike with decisive clarity. There's no one who's gonna beat him. That's not merely praise, it's near certainty. Adjusting and adapting his weight specifically for this fight shows Moses' maturity and professionalism beyond his years. Managing your body to optimize performance is elite level thinking. It's not about raw talent alone, but the discipline behind it. Moses isn't just relying on power or speed, he's engineering his path to victory. For a young fighter to possess that level of self-awareness and strategic control is rare. Bellows' confidence suggests one thing: Moses' potential isn't just physical, it's cerebral. Opponents fly in with strategies, but Moses prepares by calibrating himself. This adaptability means he undermines conventional game plans before they even begin. When the conversation shifts from if to who, it marks a shift in status from prospect to pound-for-pound danger. Moses is proving he's not just the future, he's the now that rivals fear.
There's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed his actual feet down because Daniel Dubois' feet were slow.
Spencer Oliver's prediction isn't just bold, it's a statement of inevitability. Moses Itauma isn't entering the spotlight, he's demanding the spotlight. Saying we find out just how good he is implies everything Moses has done so far has been a warm-up act. Oliver expects not just a win, but a performance. Wins it in style. That flair is about more than offense. It's about confidence, composure, and allowing the world to see brilliance. When someone whose profession is discovering talent calls it now, it's not hype, it's projection. Claiming Moses will win a world title isn't flippant, it's predictive. His all-around skill set, mental calm, and strategic growth mark him as exceptional. At this rate, Moses isn't just stacking victories, he's rewriting expectations. The phrase wins it in style becomes symbolic. This isn't just another rising star, it's a force flipping how we evaluate prospects. A world title isn't a goal, it's calling card.
Because he knows it's last chance saloon for him. He needs the victory here. So, look, we find out just how good Moses Itauma is, I think, on the 16th of August when he boxes Dillian Whyte, because I think he wins it and wins it in style. But everyone they put in front of him so far, he's just dismantled. I think this kid's going to go on and win a world title.
When you look at Oleksandr Usyk and Moses Itauma side by side, what you see is the past, present, and future of heavyweight boxing converging. Usyk, already etched into history, is the man who dismantled every doubt, taking down Joshua twice, taming Fury, and building an undefeated record of 22 straight wins. Every fight he wins isn't just another victory, it's another chapter in greatness. His skill, ring IQ, and composure under pressure have made him the gold standard of this era, the fighter everyone measures themselves against. On the other hand, Moses Itauma is blazing his own path with frightening speed. Still in his teens, he's already put together an unbeaten streak of 10 fights, finishing most of them before the final bell. That level of dominance at such a young age screams of inevitability. This is not just hype, this is substance. Usyk proves greatness is achievable, while Moses is proving it's repeatable. Together, they symbolize boxing's unstoppable cycle. One reigns supreme today, the other rises for tomorrow. And when you put their names in the same conversation, it's not exaggeration, it's recognition that the heavyweight throne has heirs already lining up.